The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody? I am coming to you live from the laptop today. I wanted to go ahead and share a video with you guys. The video is from Meghann Cuniff. As you guys know, Meghann was a guest on my show. We had a great time. I wanted to play a little bit of her video. She gave like a little overview on what's going on with the Tory Lanez case. Well, the sentencing, I should say. So as you guys may or may not know, they will be back tomorrow. They were not able to, even get through all the letters and everything like that. So it's a lot going on with this case. So I wanted to go ahead and play her video. But before I do that, let me say what's up to the people to allow people enough time to get in the room, and also hit that like button. And if you got $1 too, go ahead and send a super chat, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You know we like all money. What's up, Nelly? Thank you for being here. What's up, Shannon? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. What's up, Erica? What's up, Sexy 60? I love seeing all the green. We got Shauna, Winnie, Vegas. Thank you, Vegas, for holding it down. What's up, Patricia? Thank you, everybody. We are back. We are back again. And like I said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of Meghann's video, and then you'll see me back on camera. I just wanted to go ahead and play this first. So here we go, you guys. Oh, wait, I didn't even put it up on the screen. My bad. Hold on. And I went ahead and shared the link to this video as well, too. So make sure you guys check out Meghann. Also, she's on Twitter, too, as well. She's been all over the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, Neighborhood Talk all morning long. So you already know who Meghann is.
We're all coming back tomorrow to find out. There was some more argument to go over. We're going to hear a few more issues about mitigating, aggravating stances, and then they're going to make an argument, and Judge Hereford will issue the ruling tomorrow. So we did hear from Meghann Thee Stallion. She was not there in person. She issued a statement that District Attorney Kathy Atta read aloud, and it talked about how she really struggled with whether to be there that day, and she doesn't want her presence to be, her lack of presence to be seen as anything other than her preserving her own mental health. And just read into continued on in the statement about how she hasn't had a moment of peace since the shooting happened, and that Tory has lied to anyone and everyone who will listen. And she really made a point that she wants the sentence to be a message for all women who are victims of violence. And she had a line in there that mercy is reserved for people who show remorse, and that he hasn't shown any remorse whatsoever. So
now, you guys know Tory Lanez has been cocky like the whole time before the case even started. So, Tory Lanez is talking crazy. He was on social media and everything like that. So I do have Meghann's tweet where she talked about, Meghann Thee Stallion giving her statement. She had put on here, struggle whether or not to attend in person, and her absence should be seen as her preserving her mental well-being. She said, since Tory shot her, I've not experienced a single day of peace. he lied to anyone that would listen, Meghann said of Lanez. Then oh, we're not gonna get to the Iggy Azalea part yet. Hold on, let me stop on that one. Not the probation. Oh, what happened to my other? Oh, no. I had another tweet up there about Meghann. Okay, I'll let Meghann Cuniff go ahead and finish it, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, as somebody said, such a long day, and really it is. I wanted to get on here and give an update and everything, but really I should probably kind of settle down and go home tonight, and I could do a big long update. I want to go through my written notes and get some quotes out and everything. There's just so much going on and so much to share with it, that his letters of support were really long. There were 7 people who talked in person. Jose Baez had an argument over the social media posts, that kind of thing. I mean, there's just so much to go over, and I kind of just need to, center on my notes and everything, and not tweet a whole bunch immediately, because I'm just trying to get through like the big points on it. But the big findings were, Hereford made it clear. He said he thinks the conduct, the social media posts and the harassment is a major aggravating factor here. And he did conclude that he cited an appellate. He said he thinks there are appellate court decisions that preclude him from factoring in Lanez's lack of remorse. But he said that the fact that he's going to consider the his post-shooting actions like social media posts, I mean, he basically told the prosecutors that that's basically like him considering the lack of remorse, although he's not going to consider it. So it's not looking good there. And Jose Baez had a really impassioned speech outside the courthouse that is uploading now. I think it's on me.
So I want to go ahead and bring up this tweet that Meghann had posted. It said, Lane's lawyers are asking for probation while acknowledging he is legally presumed ineligible for probation. Lanez continues his innocence, but says if he did do it, it's because of his traumatic childhood and alcoholism, so he needs therapy, not prison. Now, I would totally go with this thing, like, his childhood trauma, all that. However, I don't think that makes you shoot somebody in the foot. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't feel like his childhood trauma, this and that, his upbringing and stuff like that, I think that has nothing to do with it. In Canada, they have free health care. So why you tripping? If you got free health care in Canada, why you tripping? I'm just see, this is shout out to all the Canadians. But I don't understand why he has all this aggression. This sounds like a Napoleon complex. My bro was 6'3". He said that he felt bad for the little guys in jail. He said they were prey on their first night. Yeah, Nelly, and that's why Tory, being 4'2", he should have thought about this beforehand. Yeah, there's no accountability. And the lawyer kind of confirmed without saying it that, oh yeah, he did do it, but he tried to say, well, if he did do it, no, come on now. It was either Kelsey or Tory that did it. Come on. Like, let's stop playing stupid. Kelsey didn't say she did it. So the next person in line, yeah, Tory. All right, let's go. Well, Kelsey didn't say it in court, but she did say it when she had gave a testimony back in September. Remember? Let's go ahead and finish the rest, y'all.
Channel, if you guys want to check it out. But he was just saying about the charitable expense or the charitable efforts of Tory. And I mean, as somebody who's covered sentencings before, it's like, oh, give me a break, dude. I mean, when Jose says that he's never seen anyone as charitably involved as Tory Lanez, it's like, dude, go to the sentencing to Doug DeCinces, that Major League Baseball player who got convicted of insider stock trading. Granted, he's older than Tory, but he's way more involved in charity than Tory is. I mean, and I'm not saying Tory's not involved or that there was some kind of false testimony about his charitable organizations. I'm just like, I don't think this is a huge mitigating factor for a first-degree assault charge. And one thing they get into trouble with when they talk about his lack of remorse or his alcoholism, Ed Wellborn, who I know is like the only friendly face around here from Tory's side, but he's done tons of criminal cases over the years, and he has a kind of a go-to expert that he enlists for addiction situations, and she testified, or it's not even really testimony, she's just talking at the lectern and answering questions. And she said that she approaches every substance abuse problem, her base assumption is that it was predicated by a mental health assessment. So she basically said that she thinks everyone who has alcohol or drug problems is also has a mental health problem. And I'm like, I think Andre Nicotina kind of summed this up in that song, Yeah, where he said, "It's a cold world. That's why I party." I mean, what's the line after that? My lawyer is a sneaky motherfucker, very naughty. It's kind of the same thing. Like, it's a cold world. That's why we party, right? Like, we all have issues. But that.
Yeah. I definitely don't think alcoholism is tied to mental illness. I think there's two things. Maybe you could be suffering from, some kind of mental illness because of it. But I think, somebody having a chemical imbalance when, they're born that way versus somebody taking substances or drinking something down their esophagus. I think those are two different things. I don't look at those two as the same. Addiction is an issue, don't get me wrong, but we can't say, oh, well, he has mental illness because of this and that. No, you chose to smoke that crack. You chose to drink that alcohol. Like, I don't put that on the same level as somebody who's just having, a bad day. I don't. And also, too, those people who do suffer from addiction are not shooting people in the foot. I'm sorry, y'all. They're not shooting, and especially a man shooting a woman. Like, come on now.
That was basically the experts. The experts' report was kind of a legalese way of saying it's a cold world. That's why we party. So, I talk too much, lady. Well, that's what I do on here, man. It's alive. People want the listen.
Maybe be responding to the haters. That should
I've seen him. I've seen him up in Spokane. Spokane, Washington is a huge source of Andre Nicotina fans. But 10:30 tomorrow. I'm imagining we won't have a sentence before lunch because there's going to be more things to talk about, more argument. Hereford did say that he sees mitigating circumstances here in Tory's life story, in his charity work, but it's just a fact. It's just a question of how much is he going to consider that into the sentence when he's also made it clear that he thinks the post-shooting actions, the social media, the harassment campaign, is a major aggravating factor. So somebody asked if Tory talked, and no, he hasn't said anything yet, but he hasn't been given an opportunity yet either. That will happen tomorrow, called an allocution, or that's what they call it in federal court, especially on the East Coast, but they might have a different name for it here. But yeah, he'll get a chance to say something here. So somebody says they should have finished. And yeah, I mean, it was really like when I talked to other people this morning, I said, there's a chance this is going to go into tomorrow. And everybody's just like, what? How is that even possible? It's like, well, look at the way this case has gone. Look what Hereford did with the
And I just want to pause it there. I think 22 years is the max that he's looking at. And, afterwards facing deportation and all that stuff. Honestly, I said either give him the max or just go ahead and deport him. Why are we prolonging the process? Deport him back.
Motion for.
And by the way, I am definitely pro, immigration. Just for criminals, I'm anti-immigration. Here we go.
For new trial. And just, I get the impression that Judge Hereford does not on a daily basis wrestle with a lot of legal issues in his case. I mean, he's not issuing a lot of written rulings, that kind of thing. So when we get into these arguments, you can tell he kind of likes it. I mean, he's a lawyer, he's a judge, and it kind of reminds him of why he got into this. So he's like just kind of playing the intellectual game up there. But like I said, overall, it's kind of good to kind of stress this out just from a reporting standpoint, because there's so much information that comes in that we want to cover. But a big thing is going to be the letters that Judge Hereford read and he summarized. There were 76 letters that should be made public. Like I said in the last one, Iggy Azalea wrote a letter. There were a bunch in there. So that'll be a big thing to get. And I'll be focusing on that tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully we can get those in. And this might see so much fun watching another man in prison. These people just take this so personally. It's like, dude, it's the courthouse? How many other people were getting sentenced today? It's like, would you rather reporters just not cover the courthouse and we just never find out what goes on in there? I mean, in the end, the dumbasses who say that stuff are just a really, really, really small minority in the huge masses of people tuning in.
Okay, that's basically it right there. I'm going to go ahead and do a commercial break, and then we'll be right back, you guys. I just want to go ahead and switch over to my phone so I can come on camera real quick. Here we go.
Hey, 82, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just got home, but I just got finished cooking. You know what I cooked?
What you cook?
I cooked ribs. Can I show you my ribs?
Please show the ribs.
Let me show you my ribs real quick. Can you see my ribs? Y'all see my ribs? Y'all see my ribs? Oh no, my camera.
Oh, this motherfucker right here gotta be stopped, bitch. You're not coming back.
All right, I am here. I am back. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you guys could see me. Okay, and thank you everybody for coming too as well. I just wanted to switch over. But yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm all like, just go ahead and sentence this man. Like, why are we taking this on? Getting all these letters. At this point, who cares? He showed no remorse, and he still believes that he's innocent. After all of this man believes that he's innocent. He didn't do anything. Mind you, if you're not going to tell the story about what happened and who did it, how are you saying you innocent? Everybody else spoke up. Well, not everybody, but for the most part, we already knew who it was. Meghann said who it was. Kelsey said who it was originally before she got on the stand and started having amnesia. We already knew it was Tory. So at this point, we're all like, yo, you showed no remorse. You were acting cocky, antagonizing this girl. There's still people who believe Meghann is a liar. There are still people out there are like, no, she's lying about all this. She's not telling the truth. There is still a group of people that say Meghann, horrible things about Meghann. Now, you cannot like her as an artist or whatnot. However, the woman got shot, and this is a man shooting a woman. Like, what? Why are we playing these stupid games about, oh, well, possibly this could have? No. Why would you bring? Why do you even need a weapon if it's a disagreement between two women? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he was smashing Meghann or he was smashing Kelsey. At the end of the day, none of that shit even matters. That it should have never had gone that far. It should have never gone that far. And, we kind of live in this sick culture where, not just men, but there's actual women who are defending him. Now, Iggy Azalea necessarily didn't defend him, but she did write, a letter, trying to get him a lesser sentence, basically. And let me go ahead and pull it up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. So it says Judge Hereford said Iggy Azalea letter asked him to impose a sentence that is transformational, not life destroying. Well, what you mean by transformational? Like, what transformational sentence? Like, you mean give him only 60 days or some crazy? No, transformational is giving him the max sentence and then deporting his ass and getting him up out of here. That's transformational right there, and not life destroying. He'll have a life in Canada. He'll just go back to Canada and live his life with the free healthcare. Now, how bad can it be? I'm just saying. But I just find it funny how Iggy Azalea has not put out a hot record. Her music is trash. Mind you, this lady right here, y'all, had a #1 record. What's up, Jackie? This lady had a #1 record. A #1 record. Remember Fancy? She had a #1 record. And now I can't name you a recent Iggy Azalea song in the last 10 years because I think her last hit was about 10 years ago. And also, you would, and I put this in the description of the video, you would think somebody who was abandoned by her baby daddy. Remember this lady? She was abandoned by her baby daddy, Playboy Cardi, and she talked about her struggles and being a single mother and all this stuff, would be on the side of the woman. And granted, you don't have to be on Megan's side, but at least like keep your mouth shut. Like, what are you doing? You know, Tory was allegedly supposed to executive produce her album. He was more executive producing that pussy, not that album. That pussy, but not the album. I'm just saying, because what album? Who listening to an Iggy Azalea album? Raise your hand if you're listening to an Iggy Azalea album in 2023. No goddamn body. Nobody's listening to an Iggy Azalea album in 2023. So for me, I feel like Iggy Azalea should have just kept her mouth shut. And especially if you trying to get this man a lesser sentence for shooting another woman. Shooting another woman. And you want this, what'd she say, transformational? No, transformational, put his ass in jail and let him transform in there. Hopefully he finds God. I know there was something about like now he leads prayer and stuff like that. Well, you should have been praying before you went to jail. And if you were really a praying man, God would have advised you to apologize. I'm just saying, God would have advised you to apologize. A bird brain, that's what she is. Lefty, you listen. Are you downloading the new Iggy Azalea? I know that's why you put laugh out loud, because you know you ain't listening to no Iggy Azalea in 2023. He probably didn't, but that's the thing though. You stupid enough to get involved in that? Like, I would not get involved. You're like, nah, I mean, I'm cool. I mean, he gonna get deported anyway. I think, she was all like, oh, I'm from Australia, he's from Canada, we got to stick together. They did this whole immigrant thing and they trying to stick together. That's what I think it is. Or, like I said, he was supposed to executive produce her album, but he was executive producing the bullshit. It's definitely not an album, because who is listening to Iggy Azalea? Still ain't nobody saying they listen to Iggy Azalea. Ain't nobody trying to listen to her. Come on now. I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all, but nobody's listening to no goddamn Iggy Azalea. He need to produce. No, obviously y'all was. Who listening to Iggy Azalea in this day and age? Let me get a drink real quick because y'all stressing me out. A lot of her people watch her OnlyFans. Oh yeah, I heard that she does OnlyFans now. Now, I don't know how explicit she gets. I think it's just pictures or whatever. But yeah, that's what she does now. And I think that's great for her, Depending on the price, I might subscribe to it. Sometimes they be charging like $50 something. Like, I think Cardi B's OnlyFans is like something crazy. Like, that's way too much. Iggy was beefing with Meg. Oh, is that what it is? And so that's why she feels like she needs to try to defend him. But here's the thing. That's a one-sided beef. Did Meghann respond to her? That's my question. Did Meghann respond to her? No. Meghann is not going to respond to somebody who's played out, someone who we haven't heard any music from in, over 10 years. Meghann is not going to respond to that shit. That's a one-sided beef. Iggy was beefing with herself because Meghann probably don't even know who she is. Meghann probably looked at this chick right here and was like, is that Christina Aguilera? She didn't know who Iggy Azalea was. She's like, is that Christina Aguilera? She don't know who this is. That's a one-sided beef. A one-sided beef. Right. Exactly. Somebody who said they was abandoned by their baby daddy, now all of a sudden you on the other side. And yo, what's wrong with Iggy? She's disgusting. Trash. These two belong together. Hopefully she putting money on his books because he gonna be in there for a minute. I'm thinking he at least get about 10 years, probably get out in like 8, 8, 5, something like that. But yeah, I'm thinking he at least gonna get 10 years. I don't think they're gonna go light on him. Let me ask you guys, what do you think they're gonna give Tory? Do you think they're gonna give like how many years you think they're gonna give him? Or months? You know, how much jail time is Tory gonna get? 30 seconds. Rena, but if I asked the chat, can they name a Tory Lanez song? They would say no. A chat, can you, without Googling, can you name a Tory Lanez song? I can't name a Tory Lanez song, y'all. I can't. I can't name a Tory Lanez song. I really like it. I can't even, the song that I have in my head, I can't even think about how it even start, like the melody of it. No, see, the people can't even name a Tory Lanez song, y'all. Yeah. See, this is why he got to go back to Canada. That song he has with Chris Brown is fine. Okay, well, Lefty, what's the name of the song? Because Chris Brown come out with new music every day, so I don't know how you keep up with a Chris Brown song. I'm just saying. And Rena, we appreciate you, Rena. You know, we're just having fun, Rena. We're not judging you. Okay, it's called Most High. Okay, I'll look it up. That's what it is. Everyone falls in love. He did like a remix. I like the original one. The dirty wine. You know, the original you can dirty wine to. The one that he did, it was all right. Yeah, but that's the song that I was singing. Yeah, he stole that one. Exactly. That's the only one I know. Other than that, I don't know a Tory Lanez song. Now, he was on the What's Poppin' remix. You know, I know like the little remixes and shit he's been on, but I don't go like, ooh, I'm gonna listen to Tory just like Iggy Azalea. Hold on, let me put Iggy back on here. Let me put and you know, we can talk about Meghann. Do I listen to Meghann Thee Stallion? Nah, that's not on my top choice. But I mean, if I gotta pick Meghann, Iggy, or Tory, who you listening to? Meghann. Let me ask the chat real quick. We ain't got to do a 30-second countdown. Who you listening to? Meghann, Iggy, or Tory Lanez? Who y'all listening to, y'all? Who music you playing in 2023? Might not be none of them, but who music you playing in 2023 though? Meghann, see? Okay, we got a Tory. Okay. Okay, Meghann, Tory. Okay. It's kind of close now. Okay. It ain't so one-sided now. I'm just saying, who you listening to? Do I have the No, I don't. I can do a poll question real quick and make it more interactive. And make sure you guys hit that like button. Very important for the algorithm, by the way. Don't be stingy with that like button. Why is it not? Okay, here we go. Yo, Quarantine Radio was dope. Okay, I will give Tory credit on that. Quarantine Radio was dope as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But he messed it up after the shooting. You know, he messed it up because they had a whole deal and everything like that. But yeah. And my thing is like, I'm still suspicious of that Kylie Jenner. Let me say this. You know, everybody are like, oh, why we got to put race in it? But let's call a spade right now. If it was Kylie Jenner who got, I don't even want to say her foot. If Kylie Jenner got grazed with a bullet, Not one inserted in her body, but just grazed with one. Would we even be questioning none of this? No, none of this would be going on. He would have already been locked up. But because it's Meghann, nobody cared. But if this had been Kylie Jenner, do you guys believe that this would have been different? Okay, so who you listening to in 2023? Meghann, Tory Lanez, or Iggy? Hold on, let me get Iggy on there. Who you listening to in 2023? Oh, I put in 2020. Hold on, 2023. Okay, there we go. You gotta ask the question right. I just want to know. Yeah, deported with a quickness, you know. True, Rena. True. Everybody was lying. Everybody was trying to cover up everything. Yeah, when you lie, and that's the thing. If it's gonna come to a situation where it's life or death, listen. I'm gonna say this. You know, do I believe in the whole code not snitching? Yeah, to a certain degree. But if you put a bullet in me, that's completely all bets are off. No, I'm snitching. You know, because I could have lost my life. You know, they said he hit some important stuff in her foot. You know, like a blood vessel, whatever. She could have passed away. While she's on this path, I'd listened to Doja Cat before those three. Oh, okay. Yeah, before she was on this, yeah. I don't know what's going on with Doja. Another. Do you think she got that peen that night? Well, no, not that night, because remember they were all handcuffed and everything like that. No, not that night. But, you know, Sexy 60, they were saying that he was flirting with Kylie and stuff like that, and she was jealous. And then also Meghann was mad because she found out that Kelsey, her best friend, slept with Tory too. So it was a lot going on. It was some hood shit, y'all. It was some hood loving hip hop shit. You know, that's basically what it was. Some hood loving hip hop shit. And yeah, that's one of the things, like, it's important to be honest in the beginning. When you just lie and you're trying to cover up, and nah. And remember, it's the state. It's the state versus Tory Lanez. It's not Meghann. It's the state versus Tory Lanez. We just like to say, you know, Meghann versus Tory because it sounds spicy, right? And more people will click. Nobody cares if you say the state versus Tory. No, it's that's why, you know, people say it's Meghann versus Tory, but it's actually the state. She did not snitch on him or anything like that. The DA picked up on this. What's up, Ray Ray? You know, it's whatever plea deal that they gave him, he should have took it. Him not taking that plea deal messed him up. You know, if he had just told the truth from the beginning, he would have been all well, not told the truth. Whatever plea deal that he would have took, just take it. He would have been fine. Like, I wonder who advised him, like, yo, we need to fight this. And, you know, it's funny because remember when I had Meghann Cuniff on here, we were talking about how his lawyers probably were just taking advantage of him. It was like a money grab, basically. Like, why do you have 30 different lawyers? And then that one lady, the Rhonda lady, where's the Rhonda lady? Remember, she was trying to come and take over the case and stuff like that. We don't know what's going on with that Rhonda lady. Okay, so far, you guys, Meghann is winning. So it's Meghann 69%, 36% Tory, 0. Y'all petty. 0 for Iggy. Ain't nobody listening to Iggy. Right, only court. You're right about that. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. You right. Yeah, nobody's listening to it. I might have not wanted to take the deal. He cannot be forced to. Right. But, you know, still, even with that token, I guess he thought that he was going to be able to basically pin it off on whatchamacallit, on Kelsey, or basically, oh, the DNA evidence didn't show who it was and who it was, you know. I guess he was just hoping to go off of that, because as long as they didn't speak or they didn't tell the truth, oh, well, we're good, you know. And then it was even said that he tried to pay off Kelsey as well too, to not say anything, or offered money. They try to make it not seem like a bribe, but it was a bribe. Yeah, his career would have been over. Right. But either way, you guys, I just wanted to bring you guys that information. Again, the proceedings are still continuing tomorrow. Meghann Cuniff, the reporter, is thinking that this is probably going to go into Wednesday as well too. So we still might not have, he still might not be sentenced tomorrow either. But I'll keep you guys up to date as we find out more. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, thank you to anybody who Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I didn't see anything, but if you did, you know, I'll thank you later. But other than that, y'all, we out of here. Deuces, y'all. And then every time I hit the outro, it never works. Here we go.